Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast and astrology for the full moon that is happening this month on the 10th of January. It's a full moon in the sign of Cancer. The sun sign Capricorn, we always get the opposite happening when we have a full moon. Astrologers have been talking about this full moon for months now and just letting us know, giving us a heads up that there's great changes going on at this time. So this is expected to be a rather intense full moon energy. Remember, I've always said that the full moon energies start up to a week before and then carry on for up to a week after intensely. So with also the other aspects that are going on astrologically all the way through to the 12th of January, this is expected to be a time of great change, not only personally, but also globally. So hang on to your hats. Now I'm going to go sign by sign to just give some energies for each sign. I'm going to go Aries through Pisces, and we'll see how it could be affecting you according to the stars, according to the cards, individually. So we're going to start with Aries. I pulled 4 cards here. So let's see what your central energy is, Aries. We have the High Priestess with the 6 of Swords in the upright position. Now, the High Priestess mostly points to some hidden knowledge. There could be something going on behind the scenes, but maybe there's a rumbling. There could be an intuitive feeling that you're picking up, Aries, around the time of this full moon. And if you're sensing something, tap into that intuition, because a lot of times I always suggest that when you don't know what's going on and no one can actually tell you what's happening, it's best to go within. If you do meditation, perhaps try a meditation at this time. Try to see what those rumblings are actually about, Aries. And then we have your card is paired up with the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords here is all about that moving on emotionally from something from the past. It could be for some of you, perhaps you're just moving on metaphorically. Others of you, maybe your intuition is telling you to move or to travel or to do something that you need to do. So there's something about moving on, either metaphorically or literally moving on from a situation, get out of Dodge kind of thing. So that's your central energy. And then I have pulled 2 oracle cards, well, 1 oracle card and an astrology card. And your oracle card from the Soul's Journey is Doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. So again, it sort of backs up this High Priestess intuition energy. So there could be something that you're doubting, and maybe you just need to release the desire to know everything, because sometimes things play out in their own due time, and we can't always know exactly, what we want to know in the moment, because sometimes things need to unfold beforehand. So maybe it's just basically stating to just be okay with the things that you don't know. Use your intuition and your gut feeling on something if you have to make a decision around this time. And then your astrological card is Sun in Pisces, higher purpose. So align yourself with the love and wisdom. It's higher purpose. So it looks to me, Aries, like this full moon for you is about sort of just let go and let God kind of energy. Just be okay with not knowing exactly. Say, for example, if you have a plan you're trying to put in place and all the pieces aren't coming together just yet. Just be okay with that, because everything will unfold in due time. So that is you, Aries. Next, we are going to move on to the sign of Taurus, and I'll pull your first 2 cards, your central energy. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright, rooted with the 9 of Pentacles reversed. So this is very much earth energy. The King of Pentacles can be representative of an earth sign, such as Taurus, like yourself, or that of Virgo or Capricorn. Could be important, could be playing a big role around the time of the full moon for you. But the King of Pentacles can also sometimes point to someone that you're dealing with, perhaps in terms of real estate. This can be a person who's a financial advisor, or could be a banker. If that's the case, this person is in the upright position. Good news for dealing with that. Now we have it rooted down with the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. The Nine of Pentacles upright points to the strong, independent person. When the card is inverted, however, this can point back to the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, which is kind of sort of getting our stuff together, like pulling everything together and needing to, maybe for some of you, because the Pentacles do represent finances, and we do have the King of Pentacles here. Some of you may be needing to take a hard look at your financial situation in a more realistic way. This full moon area, that's how it could be affecting you. It could be affecting your stability, your security, or your financial situation, or even for some of you, your work. Because the Eight of Pentacles is all about working and toiling away and making progress. So some of you, perhaps you don't feel like you're making the progress that you want, otherwise the card would be in the upright, but you could be on your way towards it. And this King of Pentacles perhaps could end up aiding you or helping you in some way. Now for your Oracle card, the Soul's Journey, we do have your card here is discipline. I can accomplish whatever I set my mind to. So again, this is discipline, which is the Eight of Pentacles, is also in the upright, is about that discipline. So it's definitely showing a strong indication here of maybe getting your act together in terms of your stability, your security, your finances, your home, your job, whatever the Pentacles here are representing for you personally. Now, your astrological card here is Eclipse in Cancer, and the card is representative of acceptance, an emotional phase or dramatic development. So it's about acceptance, and yes, we are going through a Cancer moon here, so definitely emotions could be involved with settling of a matter. It could be settling of a home, a financial situation, a work situation. And now we are going to move on to the sign of Gemini, and here are your two base cards, Gemini. We have Major Arcana, the Death card, with the Page of Wands in the reverse position. Now, the Death card in the upright position, this is the Scorpio card. This is the energy of someone sort of, coming out of the ashes of the destruction, right? So this is all about the rebirth. So in order to have the rebirth, though, something sometimes needs to collapse. So there could be something in your life that either needs to collapse or transform, Gemini. Something needs to change. It can't stay as it is. It's just something needs to move here. Something needs to change. And it's rooted with this Page of Wands in the reverse position. Page of Wands is fire energy, that of Aries, Leo, Sag. So it could be that some of you were expecting perhaps a message from a fire sign, or it could be from any sign, and perhaps that message didn't come through, and perhaps this is sort of bringing an ending to something, or maybe now you realize that you need to transform something because the message or the package you're waiting for, it didn't arrive, it's been stalled, or it's just not coming through. You're waiting for this message and it's not coming through. So perhaps for some of you that could just be, like kind of the end of that situation. But for others of you, this could just be indicative of showing you a situation that needs to transform or change. And your Soul's Journey card we have here, it's Death again, and this is reiterated once again. You have the Death card coming up here, and the message is, I am learning that endings are merely new beginnings, right? Just what I said about the Death card and how it's all very transformative energy. So something, it looks like, in your life around this full moon may need to come to a complete halt or close. Now it's going to be different for all of you. Remember, these are just general readings. So whatever the situation is, however it applies to you, Gemini, it's just a case of having to maybe change up something, transform something, or put an end to it. And then your astrology card is Eclipse in Leo. And it's all about compassion for you. Perhaps showing compassion either for yourself, or if you're going to end a situation, say if it's a relationship or something with somebody else, it's about being compassionate while you're doing it, because there's different ways of going through a breakup. Shine brightly like the star that you are, Gemini. So there does seem to be some kind of light here. Show compassion, like I said, for yourself or for somebody else if you are putting an end to it. Now, it's not necessarily a romantic relationship. It could be any kind of relationship, whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a friendship or what have you. And then now we are going to move on to the sign of Cancer. So this full moon will be affecting you probably very intensely. The full moon is in Cancer. So what do we have for your cards here? We have the Queen of Swords in the upright, rooted with the Six of Wands in the reverse position. Now the Queen of Wands here, this is air energy, that of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be that you are dealing with an air sign. But not necessarily. This could just be you embodying the energies of the Queen of Swords. Maybe you're feeling like speaking up, Cancer, about something. Could be a situation, could be a relationship, could be something at work. It's endless possibilities here because, again, general read. So the Queen of Swords speaks up, speaks their mind, and sort of just lays things on the line. Now, this person leaves emotion out of it. It would be interesting to see a Cancer during a Cancer full moon leave emotions out of it, but this could also be someone else in your environment, perhaps is speaking up to you, Cancer, and maybe has some things to say, maybe wants to clear the air, maybe wants to lay some things on the line in terms of, verbal communication. It being rooted down with the Six of Wands in the reverse indicates there could be a lack of attention. The Six of Wands in the upright position can often point to a lot of attention being bestowed upon us, pats on the back, work well done. This is the celebration party after there has been a major victory. Now, when the card is reversed, this can point to, perhaps for some of you, perhaps there was expected a victory expected maybe with this person, or maybe you expected a turnaround with this person, and it's just not happening, because the Six of Wands in reverse can point back to the Five of Wands in the upright position, which is a card of stiff competition. It can be a card of drama, he said, she said nonsense, and a lot of times around the time of the full moon, there is, drama around it. I even did a video about that, about full moon madness. So it could be for some of you, perhaps somebody's creating drama around you, and you're just stepping up like the Queen of Swords and saying, enough already, I'm not going to partake in this, or just sort of laying down the rules or laying down the law kind of thing. Or it could be for some of you, perhaps there's a lack of attention that you've been paying to someone, or someone has been paying to you, and it's causing this sort of verbal communication. Definitely around the full moon here, Cancer, expect some communication. There's going to be a very clarifying conversation here between you and someone. And then for your oracle card, the Soul's Journey, we do have your card here, Gratitude. I am thankful for the life and the opportunities that it presents. So this is all about feeling gratitude, feeling grateful for whatever it is that, you do feel. We all have something in our lives that we're grateful for. So this is all about maybe getting into an attitude of gratitude and feeling grateful for the things in our lives that, are working. If there is something that's not working in your life, or was not working, but now it is due to the clarifying conversation, then, again, show the gratitude, feel the gratitude over that. And your astrological card here we have is let your inner hero out. It's Moon in Leo. Heroism. Okay, so heroism. There we go. Let your inner hero out. So it could be, seems like something intense, but again, the sign of Cancer, it is going to be an intense full moon for you. Looks like something intense is going on here, but whatever it is, I think you you sort of get to the heart of the matter, because that's what the Queen of Swords does. She gets to the heart of the matter with communication. Now we will move on to the sign of Leo. And here are your cards, Leo. We have the Knight of Swords in the upright, rooting down with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So the Knight of Swords here, this is air energy, that of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could be that you're dealing with an air sign, but not necessarily. This could just be representing you yourself, Leo, embodying the energies of the Knight of Swords. Looks like you've got some urgency to have some massive communication going on here. Either you're looking for important information from someone, or you feel the need to give someone information. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can give people peace in their mind too, so be careful. Careful you don't get too overzealous here. But yeah, the Knight of Swords can represent sometimes an offer coming in, an offer. So maybe around the time of the full moon, if you're waiting for a written offer or verbal offer to come, if you're expecting, to hear something about a job or your career or what have you, this could be news and information, or it could be an offer coming towards you, or somebody just swooping in really quickly because they have, some serious information for you. With the Seven of Cups in the reverse here, rooting it down, it looks like it's about a decision. Maybe this information, it's like this information comes in and helps you to make a decision, because the Seven of Cups in the upright position can represent a lot of different opportunities, a lot of different options. When the card is inverted, however, this is where we zero in on one. And for some, this can point back to the Six of Cups in the upright, which is card of the past. So it could be, for some of you, this information that comes in helps you to make a decision. That decision could be somehow connected to the past. And your oracle card here, Leo, is self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Self-esteem. It's all about self-esteem. And it could be about raising your self-esteem, or perhaps you're going to be feeling extreme self-esteem during this time. And your astrological card here, we have Sun in Virgo, and it's endeavor. So Sun in Virgo, endeavor. It does look like there could be a possible opportunity here, because the Knights can bring in an offer. So perhaps there's an offer, could be a business offer, something to do with a new endeavor. Wow, interesting reading so far I'm getting for all the signs. And then next up we have the sign of Virgo. Virgo. So Virgo, you have the the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, rooted down by the Seven of Swords reversed. So the Five of Pentacles in reverse can point to, say for example, if you have been shunned by anybody, or if you shunned someone, this can represent a return of that person around the time of the full moon. Perhaps somebody you've sort of left by the wayside could be returning, or it could be that, if somebody had sort of ghosted you or disappeared and you don't know what happened to them, now they have returned. Others of you could be good news for your pocketbook. It could be that your financial situation is looking up, is looking much better. So good news all the way around. And then we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse position, rooting it down. Seven of Swords reverses where we're no longer, we're basically no longer avoiding a situation or a person. Again, it's definitely backing up this card, because the Seven of Swords in the upright, if these two cards are in the upright, this is clearly a situation where we're trying to avoid someone. We want to leave them out in the cold. We want to abandon them, or they're doing that to us. When the cards are both reversed like this, this can definitely point to maybe there was something in the past Virgo, for some of you, this could be a financial issue that you didn't want to deal with, and now you're deciding to no longer avoid that, and you're going to deal with it head on. For others of you, this, like I said, is a person who either abandoned you or you abandoned, and you could see this return of this person now. And you know, if that's the case, you can't avoid the situation. You're going to have to deal with it, and how you deal with it is up to you, because we all have free will. Remember that. You can tell them to take a walk, hit the road, or you can tell them that, you know, you're ready to listen and to hear them out. Now, moving on to your oracle card, the Soul's Journey. Your card is Abundance. Nice. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical realm. So there you go. Beautiful. So for some of you, this is about a financial situation. So it looks like abundance, definitely your financial situation could be getting better around the time of the full moon, Virgo. And your astrological card here is Sun in Cancer. It's about the home. It could be about the home for some of you. Focus on the home, focus on the here and now and your home. Isn't that interesting? Because the full moon is actually in Cancer, and it's about focusing in on the home and feeling secure there. So for any of you who may have had a bit of a shakeup in the home or something like that, that could be a direct message for you that things are about to get better, and you'll be feeling more secure around the time of this full moon. Now we are going to move on to the sign of Libra, and here are your cards, Libra. We have Major Arcana, the Devil, in the reverse position, and then we have the Queen or the King of Cups in the upright. So the Devil in the reverse position can point to letting go of fear. It can be letting go of attachments to material goods, to attachments to anything from like addictions. Say for some of you, it is a new year. A lot of people probably have some New Year's resolutions. Maybe this is what's going on. The full moon for you, Libra, is helping to strengthen that. This is showing some strong willpower, releasing fears about whatever the situation is. It's also about, like I said, releasing addictions, and addictions come in many forms. So for some of you who have vowed to quit smoking, quit gambling, quit overeating, whatever the situation is, this could be a strong message for you. And others of you, you're just letting go of fear, letting go of material attachments, those kinds of things. And we do have the King of Cups here in the upright position. This is water energy. That of Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces could be important to you. Now, this could be anyone, a spouse, a family member, a friend, a workmate, whatever the situation is. Or this could just be you embodying the energies of the Queen of, or the King of, I keep calling him the Queen, but the King of Cups in the upright. And King of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally strong, very emotionally mature. If this is the case, perhaps you're showing a lot of emotional maturity around the time of the full moon, Virgo, and you're perhaps letting go of some fears. Maybe some of your fears were about emotional things. So maybe you're feeling stronger on the emotional front. And so you're releasing some of those fears now. So it's like, now I don't have to be afraid to either lose this person or do this situation or do that. It's like, I feel like I'm a lot more emotionally mature, so I can do that. Or you're feeling your own emotional maturity enough to be able to stand your ground, to, let go of these addictions, obsessions, or fears, or what have you. So interesting reading here for you, Libra. And now we have for your Soul's Journey card, your card is Love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay, beautiful card. Love is just about, feeling the love. That's always good when we can open our heart and feel the love. It's a great card to have, especially with this emotional maturity here of the King of Cups. So beautiful. And your astrology card is Eclipse in Libra. Rebalance. Oh, it's all about rebalancing a situation. Could be for some of you, your emotions. Maybe you're rebalancing your emotions, or you could just be rebalancing, I don't know, could be with your you know, if you're trying to stick to your willpower and things like that, maybe you need to, if you're giving up certain things and you're vowing to go to the gym or to do this or that, you have to rebalance your schedule in life, like, you know, your daily schedule. So that is your reading, Libra. We're moving on to the sign of Scorpio, and let's see how this full moon is going to be affecting Scorpios. Here are your cards. We have Major Arcana Lovers in the upright with the Eight of Swords in the reverse position. So the Lovers card in the upright, this is a Gemini card. Some of you could be involved with the Gemini. But the Lovers card is all about a choice. It's about making a decision. Perhaps this full moon energy is prompting Scorpio to make a decision. There could be a pressure that's being put on you by someone else. Say if you're dating someone, maybe they're putting pressure on you to take it to the next level. For others of you, if you're torn between two different people, maybe there's someone now around the time of the full moon who just wants you to make a choice or make a decision. Maybe some of you are resisting a relationship. Maybe there's someone new that came into your life and you're just trying to resist it, because we can always choose to love, choose not to love. It's always, remember, free will is ours always. So the Lovers is here, and it's about a choice, a partnership, a decision, and it's rooted down here with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. The Eight of Swords in the upright position points to feeling trapped and feeling like too many thoughts going around and around in our head, and we don't know what to do. So I'm glad to see the Eight of Swords in this situation is in reverse, because this is where we're releasing those thoughts, those obsessive thoughts that are driving us crazy and making us not make a firm decision about something. So when you have a choice card here, you want to see this card reversed, because it's in the upright. This would be a very tormenting decision. This would be something that would really be tormenting to you. But it looks like, Scorpio, whatever it is that you have to make the choice or decision about, you're very much relaxed and at ease about it. So there could be something coming about around the time of the full moon that puts you at ease. Maybe it's just, you know, an intuitive feeling. Maybe it's some new information that comes around and helps you to release all of these, you know, wild thoughts that you had running amok in your head. And then we have your Soul's Journey Oracle card here. And the card is change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So there you go, Scorpio. See, it's about change in order to make a choice or a major choice or a decision, whether this is about joining a new, for some of you, this could be about a work or career situation. And, you know, you have to make a choice or a decision about that. Maybe you've been fearful of the change, but now you're starting to understand that change is necessary in order to, you know, bring about what it is we want to accomplish. So that's good. That's very comforting. And your astrological sign, Scorpio, is Moon in Capricorn, accomplishment. Okay. So this is definitely, this is about something specific. It could be for a lot of you Scorpios who are trying to accomplish something. Maybe you've been working on something for a long time. For some of you, this could be a relationship. For others of you, this could be a work or career situation. Something, there's a big change around, and it looks like you're going to find some peace in around the time of this full moon about this decision, because I have a feeling this choice or this decision has been ruminating for quite some time for a lot of you, and that's probably why you were up in your head about it. But now you're about to be released and feel a lot of relief in that area. So now we're going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. So your main energy here, Sagittarius, is the King of Wands and then the Emperor in the upright. So the King of Wands, this is fire energy, that of Aries, Leo, and Sag, like yourself. Now, the King of Wands is a real go-getter. This is somebody who, you know, lights a fire. This is definitely your own energy. Sagittarius, maybe that's how you are feeling. You're coming up in your own reading nice and strong and in the upright position. Maybe this full moon energy is really lighting a fire under you. It's just really making you want to be a go-getter. Maybe you've got some things that you've been planning for quite some time, and you want to step up like the King of Wands and just put everything into action. For others of you, this could be representing someone else. This could be a business partner, a romantic partner, or anyone, family member or friend in your life that's perhaps trying to get you moving. It could be an Aries, because it's written down here by the Emperor in the upright position. The Emperor is Mars-ruled energy. This is that of Scorpio and Aries. So it could be that one of the signs, those signs are involved, definitely with the King of Wands here. Some of you could be paired up with an Aries. If that's not the case, this is just you taking control. If this is King of Wands is representing you, Sag, then this is you just taking control of a situation. You're taking command, because that's what the Emperor does. He steps up and he takes command and takes control of a situation. So for some of you, this could be career and work. Others of you, this could be stepping up and taking control of the family situation. Others of you, this could be about a romantic relationship. Whatever the situation is, it looks like it's very strong. That's really strong energy for your overall here, Sag. You're coming up like, you know, front and center here. Interesting. So your Soul's Journey card here from the Oracle deck is Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Beautiful message. This King of Wands could very easily be you here, Sagittarius. You just stepping up, stepping into your own, and feeling very much, you know, prideful, but not in an egotistical way. It's just, you know, where you realize your own self-worth. And that's a beautiful moment when we realize our own self-worth. It's so very important to everyone out there. And then you're seeing yourself in everyone that is around you. That's a beautiful moment. That's awesome. So your astrological card here is Moon in Virgo. This is contentment. Moon in Virgo. So this could be a Virgo that's playing a role this full moon weekend for you, or this could just be the energies of the full moon in Virgo and contentment. Oh, there is another message here. It says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. So perhaps for some of you, this is about your health and well-being. You know, maybe some of you are just sort of taking control of your health situation if you've been feeling under the weather lately. And next we will move on to the sign of Capricorn. Let's see your overall energy here, Cappy. We've got the Ace of Swords in the upright position with the Seven of Wands reversed. So the Ace of Swords, this is all about that moment of truth, Capricorn. The Ace of Swords is cutting through all of the nonsense. This full moon will affect you as well, just like it is with Cancer, because sun sign Capricorn, moon sign is a Cancer. So this is the full moon. It affects usually most intensely the two signs that are involved in the full moon. So there could be a moment of truth here for you around the time of this full moon, Capricorn. This could be where some truth comes out. This could be a new revelation, could be a new idea that pops into your head. And this is also the card of the Sword of Victory. So there could be a major victory, a major coup that you pull off around the time of this full moon. Yeah, very intense, very interesting, very, very interesting. So this is a new beginning, though. Could be a new beginning in communication, how you communicate. It could be, you know, like I said, a brand new idea that comes out of the anti-cosmos. It's interesting because it's rooted down here with the Seven of Wands in the reverse position, which points to letting down our guard about something. This is where we're no longer protecting. When it's in the upright position, this very protective energy is when we're protecting guarding our privacy, guarding ourselves, guarding our information, our personal information, or even trying to protect someone else. When the card is inverted, this is where we're no longer trying to protect anyone else. We're letting that go. And this is also about letting down our guard and speaking our truth. So there could be an intense moment that happens for some of you Cappies around the time of the full moon where you just state your case and that's it. Let the chips fall where they may, but you've had your say, and you're letting down your guard. You're just saying, I release this now. And then for the Soul's Journey card, we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. So through adversity, yes, and we can see that Capricorns have been through plenty of adversity lately, the past few years, but the adversity is actually, you know, how we learn. We can't, every day can't be about sunshine and roses, right? There's, through the adversity, sometimes the toughest times is, you know, how we learn on this journey of ours as part of being human. And your astrological card here is Sun in Aquarius, opportunity. See, there is an opportunity. The adversity is passing. We see that, you know, with the guard being let down, and then the opportunity is here with the sword of victory. Interesting. I can't wait to see the comments from all of you guys from these readings. They're very intense, but like I said from the very beginning, this is a very, very special and intense lunar eclipse, full moon. Hang on to your hats, people. Moving on now to the sign of Aquarius, and here are your overall energy cards. We have Major Arcana, the Tower, and the Eight of Wands in the upright. So the Tower is all about a shocking event. Around the time of this full moon, Aquarius, perhaps you could hear something shocking. There could be something sending shockwaves. You know, again, we talked about the intensity of this full moon. There could be shockwaves going through the airwaves, going through all of our TV sets, all kinds of things, shocking news coming from everywhere globally to, you know, this could be a shocking news coming in your personal life as well, perhaps something you didn't expect. It's something, the Tower energy is something comes out of the blue, so it could be anything from, I did not see that coming, I don't know where that came from, and all of a sudden, boom, you just sort of, it's news that's left in your lap to deal with. Sometimes the Tower energy can represent something like, all of a sudden, oh, I didn't realize that my roof was leaking and now there's a downpour and, you know, I have to get the roof fixed or something like that. Two, could be something playing out in the workplace where all of a sudden, boom, you know, there's a big change up or big shift in the workplace, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what happened? I didn't see that happening. I didn't see that coming. And especially when it's rooted down with that Eight of Wands in the upright position, this is all about lots of communication going back and forth, back and forth. It's like whatever it is that's going on here, Aquarius, it's something that's shocking, but it's something that's going to cause a lot of communication, like fast-moving communication. For some of you, the Eight of Wands can also represent travel. So for some, it could be you get some shocking news, Aquarius, and then all of a sudden you have to jump on a plane and go deal with something. If you say work for a large corporation or a company or something like that, there could be something that happened over there and now you have to, you know, jump on a plane and go to that other office in wherever out of your, you know, city or state, and you have to go deal with it. Others of you, like I said, it could just be shocking information that comes, and the news just keeps coming and coming and coming, that kind of thing. Wow, that's pretty intense there, Aquarius. And your Soul's Journey card here is Fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energies of love. Fear and love are opposite. People think love and hate are opposite, but it's actually fear and love that are opposite. Try and hold on to your hats here, because the Fear card did pop up here along with the Tower, so be careful of that energy, Aquarius. Just make sure that you don't get yourself wrapped up in too much fear mongering and concern. So try and breathe breathe through it. And then for your astrological card, we have Moon in Sagittarius here. It says discovery, freedom, and adventure. Discovery, freedom, and adventure. Sagittarius could be prominent here, but again, there's discovery will go along with the Tower energy as well, because this is something we didn't see coming. We're discovering this news or this information. So it's going to be different for all of you. Remember that for some of you, the Tower may play out in one way, for in other ways for others of you, because it's just a general read. And the last sign we have here is Pisces. Let's see how this full moon is going to be affecting some of the Pisces out there. And here are your two cards. We have the moon, the Pisces card in the reverse, and the Five of Swords reversed. So this is all about the moon, the full moon, Pisces. This is funny. The Pisces card here is showing up at the full moon in Cancer. So anyway, the moon in the upright position, this can point to sometimes where we don't really know what we're seeing. We're just imagining it. We're trying to use our intuition, but sometimes this could be, you know, the hand is quicker than the eye. We're not seeing what's really happening out there. We're just sort of, it's illusionary things. We sense things, but we're looking over there and that image looks like a cat, but really it's a squirrel, you know, that kind of thing. We don't really know what we're seeing because it's very hard to see the particulars in the light of the moon. When the moon is reversed, however, this is where something comes to light. You do see the confusion starts to relieve itself, and if there was a misunderstanding, because a lot of times the moon can represent misunderstandings because of all that illusionary stuff. When it's reversed, if there was a misunderstanding, it's about to be cleared up, especially with the Five of Swords in reverse, rooting it down, because the Five of Swords in the upright, this is that, you know, we're in the battle here, verbal battle. Could be with a group of people, could be with a certain one in particular. But this battle can get pretty brutal on the verbal side. So the battle has ended, it looks like, and the misunderstanding is now cleared up. So this full moon, Pisces, could bring with it some clearing of misunderstandings from the past with someone in particular or a group of people. This could be playing out at work or family. Again, it's different for all of you. So looks like something is getting cleared up for my Pisces, this full moon. So let's see now what your oracle card is, the soul's journey. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Courage is your card. So show the courage, feel the courage. Maybe it's going to take someone else to have courage in order to come to you and clear up the misunderstanding. Remember, energies are very interchangeable, so it could be coming from elsewhere as well. But if this is you, Pisces, just have the courage to stand up, deal with the truth, because the truth is coming and the clarity is coming for you. So just stand in your courage to face this truth, this new truth of this misunderstanding being cleared up. And your astrological card, an astrology sign that could be prominent here. We have moon in Libra, and it's love. Oh, for some of my Pisces, this is definitely dealing with a love or relationship situation. But I mean, love isn't always just romantic. Remember, love can be love of a best friend or love of a family member and so forth. So those are your messages. I hope that these readings helped you, and remember, hang on to your hat. It's going to be a crazy, crazy ride going forward from the 10th throughout the 12th. There's so much going on astrologically here on YouTube. There's a lot of astrologers who have done. I haven't had time to put out a video about this specific time frame, but like I said, it's been much talked about over the past few months, and there's lots of information here on YouTube. Go check it out, and take it easy. Namaste. Much love from Star Lotus Tarot. Bye-bye for now.